Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? I just got back from having lunch at my favorite Indian place, Haveli, India, here in Middletown, Connecticut, with Roberto Macheri. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, from Puerto Rico. And he was actually up here. I found out he was up here in Connecticut because I saw a post he made outside of my local game shop. I said, dude, what are you doing up here? So great dude. We had a lot of fun and he's just a super nice guy. So it was neat chatting with him about all things RPG related and life related. But this video is not about that. I'm also doing this video prior to getting a temporary, a partial for one of my front teeth, which is now missing because it was a cap on a root canal. Now I need to get an implant, but I need to get this partial first. So every once in a while, if I smile, well, you might see that there's a gap. It's my Halloween costume. Video's not about that either. It's about a conversation I had with another friend, same old G, no stranger to people in RPG circles. And it was about a couple of experiences I had while playing Call of Cthulhu that really enhanced my ability to have a unity of perspective, as primeval fantasy would say, with the character. It made it kind of easier for me to be in character, it helped me imagine the experience the character was having. And the first one was the most recent. I just got over another bout of COVID. And so we played, I think it was about a week and a half ago. And I still was I was on the tail end of long COVID at that time. And my character, spoiler, is in an insane asylum in the 1930s. And he's not entirely insane, not NPC level insane, but he's a little bit nuts right now. He's not in his right mind, and he's being medicated. So he's just a little fuzzy and confused. And at that time, I was not exactly in my right mind. I was still sick, and you know that feeling when you're just like not quite right, and you're not thinking entirely straight and nothing feels right. And I'm on medication because I was sick, so I'm taking decongestants and antihistamines, which make me feel just a little bit, not quite right. So it was really interesting. I'm thinking about it as I'm having this experience and talking with my friends immediately afterwards, the people I played with. It's like, yeah, that was really kind of cool, not ideal, but it was very easy to have the same experience that my character Terrence McSinney was having in a lot of cases because, as you know, he's kind of fuzzy, well, so am I. Maybe not exactly ideal. Same old G and I talked about this idea of, he prefers to be, really, in tip-top shape going into a game. And I agree. But that was one of those moments where kind of just, through coincidence, serendipity, whatever the correct word is, it's like, wow, that really kind of lined up and synced up and it helped that experience. The other thing I had with Call of Cthulhu, which I'm now experiencing right now a little bit because it's a bit chilly up here, is when the game started, it was in November in the fictional world, and it was getting pretty cold where we were. I forget exactly what month it was, but this room that I do my gaming in, very often the house has different heat zones, and this one tends to be a bit cold, even when I'm heating with the pellet stove, unless I open the door or whatever. And so the room was cold. And where we were was cold. And it was just an accident the first time, or first couple of times. And I was outside and it was cold, and I'm also here in this room experiencing cold. And there was something about that was really kind of captivating to me, that like, wow, I'm really, as Anthony's describing how cold it is, I'm a little cold in this room too. And I really kind of liked that. So as the game went on, I started on purpose during the, winter months, not heating this room, and coming in here and having it be colder than the rest of the house. And, that was really cool, especially there were moments when I'm in freezing water and all kinds of stuff. You get the idea. But once again, it made it easier for me to imagine and place myself in the shoes of the character at that moment. Is this something I want to do all the time? No, but these are some experiences I had that were really kind of interesting, where the imagined situation and the imagined experience of the character and my own experience here were kind of lining up a little bit. And I found that, kind of enhanced the experience a little bit. It was novel. So figured I'd share that. What about you? Have you ever done anything like that? Don't, haven't lit yourself on fire or anything like that. Don't do that. But, have you had those experiences? Tell me about them.